kept the names. Okay, it's a very unique thing, and I've always wondered if somebody has the guts to do something like this. I never had the guts to do something like this. This is a very brilliant thing, and the cast looks so fresh and nice, and so passionate, and so involved in the film, engaged in the film. You know, it looks like they are the characters, and also the film looks like something I need to watch, I must watch. And so it's a brilliant, brilliant effort, and I know what it means to carry the burden of young cast on your shoulder, very strong shoulders, and they are brilliant people. And I hope people would love this film. And I also love the name of Bharateeyans. That's a very, very good name. And the youth of India today needs to get united, take us to the next level. And for that, we need to hear lots of young stories, and this is one of them. So I wish you guys all the best.
Begin with congratulations, all of you. The trailer looks brilliant, and as I immediately reacted after seeing the trailer, I can't wait to see the film. I'm extremely passionate about cinema. I've always been, because I started working as a child actor. So my entire life has only been about creativity and nothing else. But before I speak more about the film, I would like to speak a little about Shankar. I'm so glad that you have made this movie, Shankar. He's a very dear friend and one of the best human beings that we've come across. The way he worked to make the Kashmir Files premiere happen in Raleigh, it was a great effort, and Kashmir Files has set an example of how Indians can come together and make something happen. It truly became a people's movie. And I'm seeing the same reflection in this film as well. Because as it's history now, the 36 organizations came together for the premiere of Kashmir Files. There was Sikh organization, there were All India, All American Jews organization, there was the Telangana Association, there was the Marathi Association. Similarly, you see the Punjabi, Bengali, Telugu, Marathi, you know, all of them coming together and fighting against the evil. And it really gladdens my heart that, you know, a young India is emerging as a more powerful, as a more patriotic India. And the dreams that we've all seen are coming to fruition in this generation. I wish you all the best. May you all do very well, and may you become big, shining stars of the country. But just as a senior actor, there is one request from my side, that a director always directs, an editor always edits, but an actor, when he becomes a star, sometimes forgets to act. Please don't do that. Remember that you're actors first, that's what our profession is called. So always be true to your profession, and wish you all the best. And you said that you're not very good at speaking. You don't have to be. You make the actors speak so well with your dialogue.
Said you, and everyone knows you're in US base, you know, and you are here in India. अचानक से इतनी मोहब्बत मुल्क के लिए, और जैसे पल्लवी बता रही थी, विवेक सर बता रहे थे कि आपने बड़ी मदद करी. जब मैं कश्मीर फाइल्स की बात करता हूँ, इतनी इंपॉर्टेंट संजीदा फिल्म पूरी दुनिया में पहुंचाना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट काम था. एंड यू नो, आपको कैसे एहसास हुआ कि अब भारत के लिए कुछ करना चाहिए? जब मैं बोलता हूँ भारतीय, तो मुझे कहीं समवेयर डाउन द लाइन लगता है, जब मैं विवेक सर की बात करता हूँ, बिकम अ ब्रांड एम्बेसडर ऑफ इंडिया नाउ, कि कुछ भी ऐसा जो हिंदुस्तान के लिए करना है, वहाँ विवेक सर का होना बहुत जरूरी है. Okay. My question to you is, you know, as you are already based in US and you are here for this film called Bharateeyans, tell us how this whole, initiate a whole project started, when you started working on a film like Bharateeyans, where we talk about India, Indians.
Gee, thank you for the wonderful question. I am 57-year-old. 57 years of 57 years, 30 years I've been living in US. So more time in my life so far, I've been living in US. But every day my heart belongs to Bharat. Every single day. My DNA made of Bharat. My character made of Bharat. Whatever I have achieved is just because of Bharat. This land, this air, this water made me who what I am supposed to be today, what I am doing today. So every cell in my body belongs to Bharat. I am just living there in years, but from there I want to do everything I can do, help my motherland, to talk to younger generation, just to reiterate the message that the Bharat is the greatest country in the whole planet.
No doubt about it.
Because of that, this media, the importance of media is, if you write a book, it takes a lot of efforts to make the people read a book. If you same thing, if you make a movie or a documentary or any other media, it is much powerful, much more easy to get across to wider audience all across the nation. So that is the reason to make a movie, something like this. And again, main inspiration is Vivek ji. From the way he works, the time he puts, all his thoughts are about Bharat. He is our main inspiration. And so Deen Raj. He is extremely, ferociously patriotic, just like Vivek ji. Thank you for your question.
Like Vivek sir, Pallavi ma'am is here to support your film. What's your feeling? What do you want to say?
I am proud of this movement because they are nationalists, they are patriots, they are perfect for this movement. That's all.
विवेक सर और पल्लवी मैम आपसे जानना चाहूँगा, मृग नैनी से लेकर यहाँ तक विवेक सर को भी किसी तारुफ की जरूरत नहीं है. वन ऑफ द फाइनेस्ट क्रिएटिव पीपल ऑन द ड्राइस. जब आपको बुलाया गया कि दे वांट यू टू, विवेक सर खास करके आपको, जब मैं बोलता हूँ कि मुख्य अतिथि आप हैं और आप यहाँ हैं, मौजूद हैं, व्हाट वाज योर रिएक्शन जब मैं भारतीयंस की बात करता हूँ और मैं खास करके उस सब्जेक्ट की बात करता हूँ, जब मैं कश्मीर फाइल्स की बात करता हूँ, कि जहाँ स्टार कास्ट नहीं थी, जहाँ बड़े प्रोडक्शन हाउस नहीं थे, लेकिन वो फिल्म इतनी बड़ी कामयाब हुई. क्या फीलिंग आती है जब आपको इस तरह से कि आप आइए, जब हम भारत की बात कर रहे हैं या हम इंडिया की बात कर रहे हैं या हम वतन परस्ती की बात कर रहे हैं, तो वहाँ विवेक अग्निहोत्री का नाम अपने आप आए. हाउ इज द फीलिंग ऑल टुगेदर? डू यू थिंक समवेयर डाउन द लाइन द रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑन योर शोल्डर गोस अप?
नहीं, वो आई एम सॉरी, आपने हिंदी में पूछा, हिंदी में जवाब दे देता हूँ. मैं इस तरह से नहीं सोचता हूँ. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दिस इज all in your mind that a film without star cast, अब क्या होगा? This is in your mind. You have been taught from your childhood by media and all those people that without a star film can't work. But I know it for sure. I mean, there is evidence and there is a science to prove that films work only because of their story and their intent and never with their star power. So that is first thing. Second thing is when you say अच्छा अब आपके सर पे और responsibility आ गई, तो मैं ऐसा मानता नहीं हूँ, क्योंकि वहाँ ऐसा लगता है जैसे कुछ बर्डन आ गया आपके ऊपर, अब आपको बिहेव करना पड़ेगा, आप ऐसे बात करिए. मैं जैसा पहले था वैसे ही अभी हूँ. अब मैंने ट्विटर खोली, जैसे पहले ट्वीट करता था वैसे ही अभी करता हूँ. तो नथिंग हैज चेंज्ड एंड नथिंग विल चेंज, क्योंकि मैं पहले भी रिस्पॉन्सिबल था. तो मेरे को कोई ये नई चीज़ नहीं कि सडनली मैंने कोई एक पेट्रियोटिक फिल्म कर ली एंड इट्स बिकम अ हिट और सबने कहा अरे अब तो आप ये, और अब मैंने कहा अब मेरे को अलग तरह से बिहेव करना पड़ेगा. मैं जैसा पहले था वैसे ही अभी हूँ. मेरा दिल अभी भी Indian culture, Indian philosophy की तरफ है, and that's all I want to promote. And this film, after this I won't answer anything. This film, I want to tell you why it's a very very special film. Any film, अगर आप जानना चाहते हैं कि किसी फिल्म को सिर्फ ट्रेलर देख के कि ये कैसी होने वाली है, the first thing you should judge is the intent and the sincerity and the honesty of the makers. So about Shankar, I can say I have known him for a long time. Is one of the most honest people I have met in my entire life. His intention is so pure about it, and then he's got a wonderful crew and team and sincere people. It's an honest film, and a lot of people, everybody I know complains कि why film industry is not changing. This is the change. This is how it is changing.
अब आपकी बेबाकी से जाहिर है सबको आपकी बेबाकी. कितना मुनासिब और कितना सही है किसी फिल्म को बायकॉट करना, क्योंकि किसी एक स्पेसिफिक बंदे के अलावा उसके अंदर टेक्नीशियन, लाइटमैन, स्पॉट बॉय, बहुत लोगों का मेहनत होती है, और किसी एक शख्स की वजह से इकोनॉमिकली कहीं सब कुछ हिल जाता है.
देखो ऐसा है कि इस बात को करना नहीं चाहिए अभी, लेकिन बॉयकॉट करना एक इंडिविजुअल राइट है. हमारे किसी हम फेमिनिस्ट राइट्स की बात करते हैं, हम लोग आदिवासियों के राइट्स की बात करते हैं, हम लोग जानवरों के राइट्स की बात करते हैं, हम लोग डॉग्स के राइट की बात करते हैं, कैट्स के. सो आई थिंक बॉयकॉटिंग एनीथिंग इज एन इंडिविजुअल राइट इन द मार्केट प्लेस. बट द सेकंड थिंग इज ये बॉयकॉट की सिचुएशन आई क्यों? और तो ऐसा है कि जैसे कोई टूथपेस्ट बेचता है, कोलगेट बेचता है फॉर एग्जाम्पल, और कोलगेट बेचने वाला अपने ही जो कस्टमर्स है उनका मजाक उड़ाने लगे और बोले अरे जो लोग सुबह उठ के ब्रश में टूथपेस्ट लगा के करते हैं वो तो सब इडियट्स हैं. तो आप क्या करेंगे, कितने दिन तक कोलगेट खरीदेंगे? तो ये थोड़ा इंट्रोस्पेक्ट करने की भी बात है कि आज क्या कारण है कि ये नौबत आई है. एंड ऐसा मैं नहीं मानता हूँ, बॉयकॉट बहुत फिल्मों का होता है. कश्मीर फाइल्स का तो पूरे के पूरे बॉलीवुड ने, इकोसिस्टम ने, क्रिटिक्स ने, मीडिया ने, सबने बॉयकॉट कर दिया था, थिएटर्स ने, एग्जिबिटर्स ने. लेकिन अगर सत्य में दम होती है और अगर आपकी फिल्म ऑनेस्ट है और सच्ची फिल्म है तो दुनिया की कोई ताकत उसे रोक भी नहीं सकती. Thank you very much. And I tell you what, I'm a very मैं अपने प्रोफेशन को लेकर बहुत ऑनेस्ट आदमी हूँ. And I think it's professionally inappropriate for me to hog the limelight at this point in time. It is not about that, it's about the film. So please let's focus on it.
Sir, last question. Film se related है sir. First film se related है. Last question.
Some else, some
Sir, एक last question है please. आप रहिए. सर क्या आपको लगता है कि सर ये फिल्म जो है आजकल जो फिल्में बन रही है नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म ही चल रही हैं? आपको ऐसा लगता है कि नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म ही चलेंगी यहाँ पे प्लेटफॉर्म पे बॉलीवुड में?
भूल भुलैया तो नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म नहीं थी, गंगूबाई भी नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म नहीं थी, दोनों चली नहीं चली. पुष्पा भी नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म नहीं थी, केजीएफ भी नेशनलिस्ट फिल्म नहीं थी, कैसे चली वो सारी? फिल्म अच्छी होनी चाहिए, सब चलता. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
What constitutes a Bharatiyan for you?
For me, Bharatiyan is a word that combines us all, that cleans all the boundaries which we all have created, which we all have been creating. Media has also been a part of it, always. So any issue, when it comes up, we divide it south, north, east, west. We have been doing that. So in this movie, we have brought everyone along. And also, even if we go by the genre of the film or where it belongs to India. It doesn't belong to Bollywood. It doesn't belong to Tollywood. It doesn't belong anywhere. It is belonging to India, Bharatiyans. And Bharat word has been used because we want that from now onwards we should call ourselves as Bharatiyans, Bharat, not India, because India was the name given by the Britishers. So you wanted that concept to be clear?
To begin with, I think I would like to give an example by where the mind is without breath. So, according to me, I think for me, a Bharatiyan is someone, an Indian is someone who is without, where the mind is without fear and where they can think freely. Because I think freedom of mind is also very important. So where we can think freely, where we can act where we can raise our voice freely, I think that is one of the main. A very good evening to one and all present here. I am Payton, and the name of my character in the movie is Tripura. And to answer your question, I think well, Bharatiyan, the word is simply translated as Indian in English, right? So for me, I think being an Indian is somebody, we can be an Indian simply by just not littering around, you know? Just not littering around, boycotting plastic materials, you know, having no racism, all of that. I think just very simple things, but these take us a very long way as an individual, as a Bharatiyan. That is my view.
I think it's characters are called like after region.
Yes, we are all given different names of different regions, but the movie has brought us together for a mission. So we are all in this together.
My question is to the director. Sir, talking about South films, the South film is working a lot in Bollywood. So how do you see to it, and what is your take on that?
Actually, South Indians are doing good. I want to tell you the secret of why Bollywood movies are doing that. I have few more minutes to explain this. In the beginning, Raj Kapoor ji, Devan sir, and Dilip sir, they were doing story-based movies, all sufferings like that. Next came Aradhana with Raj Khanna ji, and the trend changed. All romantic, everything. Again, the trend changed with Genji and Bachchan Saab ruled the Bollywood. Trend changes. Bollywood is not recognizing what's happening. After Genji, हम अपने कौन दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे 94-95 they came and the whole Bollywood changed into the family love stories. After that, crossover films came into Bollywood. They just imitated Hollywood movies and their audience detached themselves from the theatres with these crossover movies. After that, Bollywood slowly collapsing. They are detached from the theatres and OTT also helped them to stay at home. What people want, I am not telling this as a writer or director. I am inspired by so many Bollywood movies. Now people want what type of movies? Bollywood should recognize this. Whether a Prem Katha, Anil Sharma ji is the director, Sunny Deol hero. Who wants such type of movies? Ghayal, Rajkumar Sandhu is the movie. We want that type of movies. Sholay. There is no such movies nowadays. And everybody is trying to take heroism movies, but camera angles and background music can't make heroism. They can't create heroism. The heroism should be the script itself. Watch KGF, watch Pushpa, and watch our Rajmouli ji ka har ek film. The emotion रहता है इसमें. Heroism with emotion. बॉलीवुड को मैं बोल रहा हूँ ऐसे पिक्चर्स बनाओ. पहले सुभाष घाई जी, कालीचरण, विश्वनाथ ऐसे पिक्चर्स है. वो भी हम आपके के बाद वो भी परदेश जैसा पिक्चर करना पड़ा. No, now the trend is we want film like Gadar, a Prem Katha, that emotional heroism. And first find out writers like Salim sir, Javed sir. That is more important. Then make movies with emotional heroism. That is the trend now. Okay. Thank you.
Journey in the industry, how you got this break in Bharateeyans. Then we'll move to Samaira, then you, then other people on the dais. Start the cast.
How I got casted into Bharateeyans.
Yes, and something about yourself also.
So, my journey started from Chandigarh to Chennai. I had not even seen Mumbai. I did my Tamil film, and that was Khayam. And then I started getting some assignments here, and I settled in Mumbai. तो पहुंची तो थी चंडीगढ़ से चेन्नई, सफर मुंबई में शुरू हुआ और फिर काफ़ी ऑडिशंस दिए, काफ़ी कुछ किया, लेकिन फिर से वो चेन्नई ने मुंबई तक और मुंबई ने मुझे फिर से पंजाबी बना दिया, क्योंकि मुझे दीन राज सर मिले और उनको मुझ में वो जो पंजाब शायद पीछे छूट रहा था या मैं छोड़ आई थी, शायद मुझे लगा था कि मैं टॉलीवुड एक्ट्रेस बन जाऊंगी, एंड ही प्रेजेंटेड मी अगेन एज इंडियन फिगर दैट आई बिलोंग टू भारत. और आई थिंक दैट्स अ वेरी बिग कॉम्प्लीमेंट इन इटसेल्फ दैट यू ट्रैवल सो फार फॉर योर करियर, रोल्स ढूंढते हुए, काम ढूंढते हुए, लेकिन आपकी जो आइडेंटिटी है वो आपको रूटेड रखती है, एंड यू गेट अ फिल्म लाइक दिस where your originality is shown. And he shot it very raw. That is the most beautiful part of it. yeah, I would like to give them.
Yes, practical.
Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. Sir, first and foremost, Shankar sir, thank you so much for producing this movie. Deen Raj sir, I'm always thankful to you for giving me such a great opportunity in this movie. Talking about the movie, Bharateeyans, it was a great experience. We have shot for 60 days in various locations of India. And my journey, coming to my journey, I was somewhere, doing chota roles, and Deen Raj sir, man of the moment, who's actually picked me from nowhere, and today I'm standing right here. It's all because of him, and I am glad that you have given me this opportunity, sir. Thank you so much.
Somebody from here.
A very good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. It's an honor and a privilege to be here beside all my cast and crew. Talking about me, I'm Rajeshwari Chakravarti. I'm from Sikkim. So I was crowned Miss Sikkim during 2018, and that's how I know her as well. So what happened was, I was contacted about the role when I was sick, so I couldn't actually, audition for the role. And again, 20 days later, I got a call from Pindi. I got a call from someone else as well, and they wanted me to sit for a screen test regarding this role. And then I did. I gave my audition, and that's how I was casted. And it was a very good experience for me because it was shot in my hometown. So it was a very warm experience for me. And yeah, that's about it.
If you can pass the mic to her.
A very good evening once again. I would like to start by thanking Mr. Deen Raj sir and Mr. Shankar Naidu sir for producing and making such an important movie. And I think it's the perfect time to release such a movie because we are all very patriotic right now. And not many directors and writers gather up guts to make such a movie. And I think it's very important that all of us pay attention to this film intently. Also, as we all know, the northeastern part, we don't get that much representation in the mainline movie stream. And so therefore I feel very lucky and very grateful from the bottom of my heart. So talking a little bit about myself, I am Pirinong Manangal. I am former Miss Sikkim, Miss Northeast Diva and Miss Supranational India. Yes, and thank you very much.
Don't you think it started by Anek? As you said, the perception of, I'm talking to you. The perception, when we talk about Northeast India. That's the reason I'm asking her. Let her answer.
What's the question again?
I said, do you think the perception already, changed? It started with Ayushmann Khurrana's Anek.
Of course, I agree, but then I think we had shot way before that, and also, as we know, we had 3 Northeasterns in this film. I don't think anybody ever has guts to do that. And all 3 of us are the main cast members. Imagine how many guts, how much belief they put in us. You know what I'm saying?
It means you're saying Ayushmann came after you. It's a different story they got released.
Sorry, I have no comments about that. Thank you.
There was Agoni as well. Mikhail Concourse, which came on Netflix. Wonderful.
Yes. Okay, but our genre is a bit different, no?
I have a question, obviously, looking at the I always get the Northeast come into obviously language is a barrier. Like after watching the I had this that maybe rather than bringing them to Indian cinema, it's important that whether it's the Bollywood producer, Shankar, you're a producer here, that we need to invest in the Northeast in their language.
Of course, we have a lot of regional films also working, but it doesn't get as big as a Bollywood movie. And also, I feel we don't have that many resources. Of course, I think that is your job as a media to, inform them and talk to them about it as well. Not many, but our film has been shot in Sikkim as well. So there I do see a change happening.
So can you add to it, please?
Actually, just recently I did a ad apart in Mr. Sanjay Kapoor's The Last Star on Amazon. So I feel like slowly, like, Northeast also, the actors, they're getting some work. But as you were asking, like, they're asking movies, like, a man also had produced the Nepali movie. And also, you're saying Anek, then Akuni. So what I felt is, like, when you add that, yes, taking a lot of courage, like, we're all fresh faces, right? So I feel with this movie, Bharateeyans, like, I think we get more heard. I feel we get more heard from the Northeast, that we also have some talent, and we also would like to work.
There's definitely talent. There's talent in every part of the country. Like what I like about the south of India is, obviously, they basically have built their identity on their language. And I feel like, similar thing used to happen with, whether it's Northeast or other parts of India, which are largely untapped. Because I think because of the language barrier, it always gets difficult. Like in Anek, they had some good talent, but you could see that on the screen, that the language was a barrier for them. And that's why I felt, it's better, that film producers invest directly, make films, of the region in their language, and then that is the way, that's how it's going to grow. Because it was same for, even when Hindi cinema started, that's how they started. So it's important, whether it's Northeast or other untapped region, that we get to see films in their language. So this was just my humble perspective.